hey, sorry, I guess you're there. Oops, I wasn't ready. It's changed, it's different now. I wasn't ready. Well, it's used to have a countdown, 3, 2, 1. Do you guys notice this? If you did my Facebook Live class, now I realize I'm gonna have to change it because they just changed the format for going Facebook Live. Hey, good morning, Erica, how are you? Great to see you. Oh, that's cool, all right. You can scroll and see who's watching. Jennifer, nice to see you. And then also, one thing just different on my Facebook Live class is I also showed you how to do window light as a great light. And I had a couple ring lights and soft boxes on there in case you guys wanted more light. Well, I am so glad that Damien had actually bought me a light, a soft box, which I'm using right now. You can tell because it's light. And now it's been so rainy. It's worked out so perfect that I've been able to use it. So if you think the light looks perfect, it's because there's a light. So it wouldn't look like that. All right, let's get going. It is Monday morning. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a wonderful Easter yesterday and you're ready for an awesome week. Let's get going. One thing I wanted to share with you is our book for next month. I'm going to be reading this book, Awaken the Giant Within. This is by Tony Robbins. It's a little thick, but we're going to divide it into pieces, so it'll be good. Right now we're finishing up When Breath Becomes Air, and I don't know about you guys, but I am like, man, so attached to the story. So, but next month, you've got 2 weeks to order this if you're going to read it with us, and it sounds like an amazing book, so I'm excited to read it. Today, I'm talking a little bit about how unknown people change history, what they did that you can do, and how you are going to change history too. And I wanted to bring up the name of a guy to see if you know. This guy's name is Chris Jorgensen. Have you ever heard of Chris Jorgensen? Well, if you haven't, I'm pretty sure you haven't, but this guy changed history, and I want to tell you about it. In the 1880s, back in the 1880s, if you're not from California, we had this whole system of missions when it was under Mexican rule. These padres would come and plant these missions to try to help the Native Americans, you know, become civilized and become Christians and all of that stuff. And, you know, we're learning about California history this year, 4th grade for Livy. And so they have to learn all about the missions. There's 21 or something of them. And they go all up and down the coast. Well, when in the 1880s, they were in serious need of repair. Nobody cared about them. They were not being taken care of. They were fallen into disrepair and falling down and stuff because nobody cared. And there was this one guy named Chris Jorgensen. And what Chris Jorgensen did, he and his wife actually went for 5 years. They traveled by horse and buggy, and in the mid-1880s they went around, and he was a watercolor painter. And he did these watercolor pictures. He also used oil, but he did these watercolor pictures of every mission as they were. So, like for instance, here is one of them. So you can't really see it on the video, but these watercolors are beautiful. The originals are at the mission in Sonoma, which we were just there a few months ago, and they have a whole gallery of all of the originals that he did. Here's another one. And so you can see that they were really beautiful. And when I heard this story, the reason it impacted me so much is because this guy went around painting these missions just for his own. He was using his own gift. He's a watercolor artist, and he used what was in his heart and what he had. And what ended up happening was he did this whole collection of 80 watercolors about the California missions. And people saw it and they were like, oh my gosh, we cannot let these things fade away. They're part of our heritage. We need to start restoring these buildings. And so now you can go and visit most of the missions because they've been restored and they're like in good condition and they're like kind of recreate what life would have been like. But it's all because of this one person operating in his gift. He was just doing what he knew how to do. He knew how to watercolor. And so let's take that on a bigger scale though. That's for all of you Californians. But let's take that on a bigger scale. I want to talk about another guy that you might not recognize his name. His name is Adolph Sax. Have you heard of Adolph Sax before? You might have sound familiar because his name is part of his invention. But the guy named Adolph Sax, when he was 15, he was figuring out new fingerings for the clarinet. He was working on, he made the common trumpet with the valve set. And then he also invented the saxophone, which changed blues and jazz music forever. Can you guys imagine a world without a saxophone? What an amazing instrument, kind of a combination between a brass and a woodwind. Hey, good morning, Kyle. And the thing is that all his life, Adolphe Sax was just working in his gift, and his gift was instrumentation. His gift was creating instruments, and then he almost died like something like 7 times during his life, like serious, like falling from a 3rd-story building when he was a baby, and having a cobblestone fall on his head later in life. He almost drowned, like all these different things. But the thing was, he kept working in his gift, and his gift changed the world, that shape of the world that you and I know, didn't it? Good morning, Ileana. Good morning, Kyle. Great to see you guys. And so the point is, our world is shaped by a lot of people who are unknown, and the thing that they did to shape our world was they walked in their gift. And that's all you have to do. And you see such a difference. Whether your gift is painting watercolors and it inspires an entire state to take on a project that keeps history alive for hundreds of years, or whether your gift is creating instruments and you create an instrument that changes the face of music forever, whether your gift is teaching or painting or photography or being a nurse or any of those other things, the point is that we change the world by using our gift. And on Friday we shared the video of the mom who couldn't find a dance class for her special need, and she created the special needs dance class. She changed the world for those students, in the ripple effect of what she did by using her talent to create a space where kids are going to be confident and they're going to have fun and they're going to learn new things. It is changing their world. So today's point is just that you can change the world by using the giftings that you have. They don't have to be fancy, and you don't have to be famous. You're changing the world around you every single day by using the gifts that are inside of you, and you're bringing them to life. And you just do that. And the thing is, I was just reading again in 2 Thessalonians 1:11 today, where it says, like, whatever you have the faith for, that God would put his energy behind that, and to just go ahead and do it. So I'm just encouraging you, whatever you have faith to do, whatever you have faith to operate in your gift, that God's going to be there just making it possible for you. And anyway, that's it for Monday. I hope you guys have an awesome week and help you get all the things done that you need to get done this week, and that you're able to just move through this week with efficiency and expediency and strength and courage and bravery and all those good things that you need to make it through this week. I love you all. Thank you so much for stopping by, and may your minds be fierce and your heart strong and your spirit kind today. Love ya. Bye.